The following content is only suitable for viewers over 18 years old. Viewers' discretion is advised. Mistake with the Alpha Chapter 31. Jalen's point of view. Everyone was preparing for the party we were organizing to welcome the Lycan that would be working with us in the new gigantic project we are embarking on. I was quite busy for a few days, but that doesn't mean I should forget about the only thing that has occupied my heart. I've not seen her for a while, but we won't stop communicating. The happiest thing is that she accepted to be my woman. I was going to cherish this woman with my whole heart. Do you have any preference concerning the meals that day? Sally was right in front of me asking questions. No, I don't. Just do your thing, I replied to her. I was playing with my phone. I wanted to take it and texted Sam as we've been doing for days now. But I didn't want them to ask me silly questions. I know Sally wouldn't, but my friends would. What about our Lycan visitors? She asked. It was as if she was intentionally disturbing me, and I frowned. I don't think there's any special request from them, and if there is, I'll sure let you know. Alvin, my beta, answered in my stead when he saw my dissatisfied look. I just wanted them to leave so I could see my woman. But they were sticking around as if they didn't know what to do. If that's all, Alpha, Sally said, and I waved her off. Immediately she left. I took my phone and typed, "Where are you?" Like she was already expecting me to text her, she replied immediately, "In the kitchen." "Can I come?" She sent me a shocked emoji and followed by it a laughing emoji. "Why are you laughing?" I texted her. "You said you want to come to the kitchen." "To do what, if I may ask, Alpha?" I imagined her face and her beautiful smiles. She must be with a mocking look right now. "To see you, of course." She sent me another shocking emoji. "I'm not the only one here." "I don't mind. I do." I looked up and realized I've totally ignored my beta and Gemma seated right in front of me. I gave them a nonchalant look and wanted to return to my phone, but Alvin spoke. "I've never seen you so serious at answering a text," he said. "He's even smiling." "That rarely happens even with us," Ethan added. I glared at them and Ethan was grinning like a fool. I decided to ignore them. "If you don't want me to come to the kitchen, then come see me," I texted Sam. "Who are you talking to?" Ethan asked. "I'm working," Sam replied. "How is that any of your concern?" I snapped at Ethan. "That's a big lie," I texted Sam. "Should I tell you who it is?" Alvin said to Ethan, and this made me look up. I gave Alvin a stern look even though I didn't know if he truly knew who I'm chatting with. "Is it a female?" Ethan asked curiously. Alvin looked at me and smiled, then nodded. It was then I remembered that Alvin once saw Sam in my chambers, but I don't think that enough to guess what's going on between us. "Are you saying that the Alpha is in love?" Ethan asked. I gave him a stern look, but I ended up laughing with his funny grin. He looked like a clown. "Yes, he is," Ethan replied with excitement. "Ethan and I have been to so many places looking for my mate. He is a Gemma, and a Gemma's work is to always protect his Luna, but now that I don't have a Luna, he does a lot of things. He'll be so happy to see me have a mate." "You found your mate?" he asked. I shook my head and I looked at Sam's message. "Well, I'm on a brief break," she texted. "Then come to my chambers or I'll come get you there." "It's a promise," I texted. I raised my head to see Ethan's confused look. "What?" I asked. "If you didn't find your mate, who then is the female you were talking to?" he asked. I gave him a nonchalant look. "How do you know I'm talking to a female?" "It's written all over your face," Alvin replied. I frowned at him. "Have you forgotten that knowing the female lifestyle is my forte? I know when you are texting a female happily. Moreover, I know when you are sad and when you are happy. I've passed through all these over 100 times," Ethan boasted. "I'm not you," I snapped, and I stood up. I didn't know I was giving out too much emotion for them to read me like a book. They also stood up immediately. "Where are you off to?" Alvin asked. "To my chambers," I replied casually. "This is unusual," Alvin said again. Ethan then begins to laugh. Alvin and I looked at him. "What? Can't I laugh again?" he asked, still laughing. I just ignored him and walked out of the office. I noticed that they were following me. I stopped and glared at them. "Why are you two following me?" I asked. "You haven't dismissed us," Alvin replied. "You are dismissed," I said almost immediately. "I am going to see that powerful female that captured your heart without a mating bond," Ethan said, smiling. I darted him a stern look, but he wouldn't go back. I looked at Alvin for help, knowing how Ethan can be. "Ethan, let's move," Alvin said, pulling his hand. No, I want to know. Aren't you curious? He asked Alvin not to leave. I want to know, but some other time, he said, pulling him in another direction. I gave Alvin a stiff smile and then walked to my chambers. I saw Sam in front of my door waiting for me. I was glad that Ethan didn't follow me. He would tease us both and it would go on for months. You should have entered, I said, wrapping my hands around her waist. Alpha, she called, looking around to see if there's anyone there. Sure there would be. My guards will always be beside me. I know she was super shy, but I didn't care. I even wanted to show her off. I opened the door and let us in. I miss you so much, I whispered to her as well, pulling her back closer to my chest. Miss you to Alpha, she said. I kissed her neck. She turned her neck so that I could have more access to her neck. You like that? I asked her. She said. I then turned her to me so that I could see her face. She buried her face in my neck shyly. My shy baby, I said, removing her cap. Her hair poured out of it, and I hand-combed it for her. This hair is one of the big reasons I'm attracted to her. Do you know my name? I asked her. Yes, Alpha, she replied. Say it. How she looked at me surprised. Yes, call it, I said to her. Jalen, she said in a very low voice. I smiled, knowing what I wanted to do. I'm about to make you scream that name louder, I said in her ear. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications to stay up to date with new videos uploaded. Also check out our next video in the series. Thank you.